Hello everyone. Big welcome to my Flosstube channel, all about cross stitching. If we haven't met yet, my name is Sherry. Thank you to anyone stopping by for a visit. I hope you enjoy your time with me whenever you are watching this. I hope maybe you can get some progress done on some of your own stitching while watching this, or if you would like to have a beverage and a snack, yeah, settle in. And I've got several things I want to talk about. Um, I've got some notes here, so I need to look off to see. Oh, I wanted to start making sure that within my Flosstube videos that I say the date. I know you can find it in the description box or something when a particular Flosstube was published, but I want to say the date actually on my channel. So today is Friday, October 13th, 2023. Yes, I did not realize when I was getting ready to do this Flosstube that we had a Friday the 13th. So this is perfect. It's fun. It's kind of been, I don't know, a little gloomy today, which is okay with me. I like rainy, gloomy type days. So, but I haven't been out. I don't get out very often. Another thing I wanted to say was that my last Flosstube was published on September 9th. Uh, that was where I did my fall whip parade. So if you like whip parades and you have missed that one, go back and find my fall whip parade. It's just the video before this one. Also, I wanted to thank everyone who has watched that video, everyone who has left a thumbs up, a kind comment, and you've encouraged me so much on my stitching journey, especially with some particular projects that I have, just to keep going, keep moving on. So thank you for all the encouragement from that video. Also, there was something else I wanted to say about that, but maybe it'll come to me in a little bit. So today, you may see me have to take a break and take a sip of something to drink. Usually I have coffee or hot tea or something like that with me. And today I have my carbonated Dr. Pepper, my Dr. Pepper. I've been trying to stay away from some sugary drinks, or at least decreased any amount of sugary drinks that I have. But I'm suffering from some maybe seasonal allergies, I suppose that's what it is. And so I may have to take a sip of that. For some reason, just carbonated drinks help me. I don't know if it's like that for everybody, but they do with me more than coffee or like hot tea or something. So yeah, that's my drink for that today. So Laura from my Stitch Birds, I know I'm not pronouncing her name correctly, but I can't get my tongue to twisted to say her name the way they say it in Australia. She did a video the other day, and and showed her bubble tea she was drinking. And she was the one who turned me onto the idea. I hadn't even heard of it before. But we don't get access to those here very often. So every now and then I can find one, and they're really good. So with that, I think that I will move into talking about my cross stitching. Um, Last time I mentioned that I was going to try to start keeping up with a calendar of sorts. Um, Probably not the one that most of you all have. Somebody corrected me on the name of this, and now I have forgotten it again. Your days of stitching or something like that. Um, I am gonna try to keep a calendar and just write down what I stitched that day, the project I worked on, and probably not how many hours or anything like that because it's very scattered. I don't get to cross stitch every day. I would love to cross stitch every day, but I don't get to. It just depends on how I'm feeling and my range of motion and just all of those sorts of things. If you've been following me, you know the health issues I'm dealing with. Um, so for I started to film this on September 30th. I tried to get some filming done on September 30th to do a September update. And I kept having one interruption every day, one after another, even during filming process. So I finally just said, I got tired of it. I had a headache. And I'm giving this up for now. And so I just kept doing my cross stitching, which was nice. It was fun. That's been the fun fall activity I have had. I haven't gotten to get out very much to do like all the fall things that would be on the fall bucket list. Uh, so I'm looking at it positively and I'm thinking, well, at least I could challenge myself to some fall stitching and to dedicate myself to finish a project that has been languishing in my whip pile for a couple of years. So with that, I will go into talking about what I have been stitching in September uh, and on through today. Today is October 13th. Uh, so I have, unless I've forgotten something, I have monogamously been stitching. And like I said, keep in mind, it's not been an everyday thing. But when I have been stitching, that I have stitched on the same project. Um, and that project, I know you all that have been with me for a while are probably sick of seeing this, and hopefully you won't have to see it too much longer, at least see it as a whip. But the project comes from the Leisure Arts, you guessed it, the Leisure Arts Holiday Reverie book. This book here. And it is called Halloween Surprise. This project here. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. Um, I don't know. This is just so nostalgic. I love this. I love this. My family loves this. Um, both my daughters, my husband, they all love this particular project. Okay, I'm sorry, I had to pause. I had an interruption. My husband came in. There is never a good time to film. I've said this before. With 5 people in a small house, someone's always coming or going. That's just the way it is. So it's really hard for me to get to a good time to film unless I do it like at 3, 4 o'clock at night, and sometimes there's still interruptions. The lighting isn't so good at that time of night. Um, so, and it's not really great in here during the day. Our house is just kind of dark, but we work with what we got. Uh, so I'm not sure where I was at when I had to pause, so forgive me if I'm repeating myself. I know I had shown you this project um, of the little boy, the Halloween surprise. I'm going to move it in just a little bit with the pumpkins and the hay bales, and just this is completely, utterly speaks fall and Halloween. Now, I'm not a huge Halloween person. If you are, that's great. Uh, but I'm not for any particular reason. I'm just not. I like the pumpkins and all of that kind of stuff. But um, yeah, I love this little guy, and I think I was saying when my husband came in that like all of my family loves this project, and that makes me happy that they all like it. My youngest daughter Malia, she is like in love with it. My husband likes it. He's always been supportive of. He'll talk cross stitch with me, and there's some projects that he will really get into and like, and there's some I have he does, it just doesn't care much for. And same with my daughter Hannah. So I'm always typically asking them if I'm trying to decide what project to start. I'll lay them out for them to look at and say, okay, which one do y'all think? Pick one, because I like them all. And they'll pick what they like the best. And so that's kind of how we work it. But uh, this one was one that I asked, okay, if you watched my video on September 9th, I actually had another project that I showed that I said was going to be my project I worked on until I finished. Uh, and then, like a day or so later, I flip flopped into thinking I had more progress on this one. And my daughter was really wanting to see this one done. And so I flip flopped and changed projects that I'm working on. So this, of course, is considered a Halloween um, project. And when you saw it before, I'll hold this up for perspective. When you saw it before, as far as the boy, I think I just had like down to here, somewhere around here on his overalls. If you're on Instagram, you could go over to my Instagram page and see some of the progress photos I have on there. But I have made, to me, a lot of progress on it. Actually, there would be more progress, but I had to do several times, I had to stop and do frogging on this. And this has been the case. This is why this isn't done, actually. Because I think I started this in 2021, and there were so many times I had to stop and frog, stop and frog, stop and frog. And then I gave it another chance in 2022. The same thing happened. I had to stop and frog. So, and it was getting so frustrating to me. And I was dealing with health issues, and I was already having kind of just a mental block with everything, and concentration was really hard for me. And I gave it up in 2022. So I am really now at the point where I am not, this is my attitude right now. I'm not going to let this thing beat me this time around. Even if it takes until after Halloween, I am going to get this project done. That's what I'm saying now. Now, if I get to the point where I'm not happy, I'm very discouraged, or something like that, of course I'm not going to do something that's going to like cause a lot of discouragement for me. But so far, even with all the frogging, I have stayed with it. So I'm going to show you my progress finally. This is stitched on a piece of 16 count ivory or cream. I don't know. This was a just a piece that came out of my stash. And so here he is now. Here he is now. I've got just a little bit on this leg to fill in, and then I can finish this side of his other leg. And I lost or misplaced one of the floss colors for his hands, so I will look for that later. But for now, I will concentrate on finishing this side of him. And at that point, when that happens, I will start to be able to get to the really good stuff. And you know, there is a gnat crawling across the screen. Oh, crawling across the screen of my camera. So if you see a wandering gnat, just, it's just, yeah, that's life here. If it's not getting interrupted by people, it's getting interrupted by the gnat. Why is there a gnat here? Okay. So, yeah, let's see. On this side, I can start the pumpkin soon. Oh, I'm so excited. I am so excited to start working on these pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns. Um, so that's my plan. I will work on this until he's done. Until he's done, or unless I need something to, if I get too discouraged and I just need something to do that is making me happy, then I will switch. But right now, this is making me happy, even with all the frogging and all of that. This is making me very happy. So that is what I have been stitching for September and up till now in October. And hopefully by the time you see me again at the end of October, that's when I plan to make another video. hopefully you will see this finished. Now, I do have a frame. I found a frame that I really liked for this. I originally intended to just put it in something very simple, just a wood frame, and hang it like that, uh, or display it like that. Then my brother and I were at a local gift shop that's here. It's very nice. They have unusual things. Love going there. And I found this frame. I've got to reach down. Now I took the glass out of this so there wouldn't be any glare while I show this to you. So I found this frame right here. Hold it back. I love the distressed look. And as you could tell a while ago, there's a lot of blue in this project and browns. So you see the blues and browns and whites, and just let me hold it up a little closer where you can see right there. So this is what I hope to display my Halloween surprise in. Now, I'm not that fancy at finishing. Everybody knows that. I'm a slow stitcher too. I think I've said that before, so everyone knows that. And uh, my thinking is, I'm sorry, I didn't lean over again and didn't warn you. My thinking is that I am going to just take a piece of cardboard or sticky board or whatever and take the excess fabric, because this does have excess fabric. I fit it in the frame. I tried it out in the frame, and there's going to be some excess fabric. So I thought I would take, something, um, like I said, cardboard, sticky board, whatever works, and just fold the edges down around that, and do the old time way that I always did it when I was in my 20s, first started cross stitching. I would do things like that and then just take scotch tape and tape it down. um, and it was fine. It never hurt my projects, never. And if I wanted to change that out, if there was a different frame I wanted to use or a different way I wanted to display it, all I would do was pull the tape off. It didn't rip my fabric or anything, and I would change it out. So that's my plan for this, because I don't want to get into a lot of detailed finishing things, not at this point in my stitching. Maybe sometime in the future, if things are going better and I feel like it, then maybe I will. But that's where I'm at on this. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my progress on Halloween Surprise. And tell me what you think about the frame. I'd love to hear what you all think about the picture frame. And yeah, so now I have another project to talk about. So I need to put this away and go get it. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So the next project is the one that I started out showing you all on my fall whip video in September. I think I started out with this one. And I did start this project on September 1st, 2023. And I worked on it monogamously uh, all the way up until I filmed my video. And then I worked on it like a day or so after that. So maybe around September 10th, 11th. I may have been working on it on September 11th. But this is also the one, if you saw my whip video, then this is also the one that accidentally got coffee splattered all over it. So that this one is from the Just Cross Stitch magazine, The Horn of Plenty. And I think it says it's from the, let me make sure the date, October 2012. The September, October 2012 issue. And I love this project. I love it. I didn't stop working on it because I wasn't enjoying it. I stopped working on it because I felt like I should get the Halloween surprise finished. So, but look at this. There's a page here. I don't think it glares as much. Let me turn to this right quick. Okay. The pumpkins, the gourds, the corn, the apples, and grapes, and the leaves, the acorns, and just everything about this is fall. It's fall. And it speaks Thanksgiving to me, but hey, I would put it out when this is finished. I would put this out for right at the beginning of September and keep it out until after Thanksgiving is over. It's just beautiful. But now this border, I am worried about when I get to this border. Will I get tired of it? That's my concern. Or will I be in the mode of just so excited that I will just want to keep moving on and finishing this project? It's going to be beautiful. It will be absolutely beautiful. So I started this on 14 count ivory Ada, and to you it won't look like there's a lot of progress, but for me it is. There was a lot of progress, and there's some thread hanging out. I didn't fix that because I just wanted to leave it there marked so I'll know where to start when I come back to this project. So here we go. This is where I'm at. And this was moving quite quickly, very quickly. So I was happy with that. And my plan for this is after I finish Halloween Surprise, after I finish that, then I am going to move to this. And I will work on this throughout and hopefully get a finish. It just depends on when Halloween Surprise is finished. But I am hoping to work on this until throughout Thanksgiving. And if I have to, if Thanksgiving passes and this is nearly done, I will finish this. So that's the plan. At least that's the plan that I have, is to just finish this. So this is the Horn of Plenty. I don't know if you can see all the coffee spots, but you know what? I'm just not used to. I would be so picky about that I would have started completely over with a different piece of fabric and everything. But I really believe that a lot of those coffee spots are going to be covered with the stitching. It will be hidden with some of the stitching. And what's not, I will see what I can do to take care of that. And might be able to get it out, and I may not be able to. But I will deal with it after the piece is finished and see how it goes. So that's the plan for this. Now that I have talked about um, my Halloween surprise and my plans for it, and the Horn of Plenty and the plans for it, I did want to throw in if something happens that and I don't, want to be on Flosstube complaining or sounding down or anything. I want to be encouraging, and I think when we're dealing with hard things in our lives, that we need to find the if what we're enjoying isn't working out and we can't do that, find something else that is feasible for us to enjoy. So I have this from Plum Street Sampler, Hello Fall. I started this a few years back. It could have been in 2020, but I was not enjoying the color, the called for colors on this. So I changed some of the colors to what I thought I would enjoy, and I still wasn't enjoying working on this. Nothing against Plum Street Sampler. Obviously, this is a beautiful, beautiful project. It's just people's individual taste in floss colors and things. So I was watching Annie B's folk art a few weeks back, and if you watch their channel, and most likely you do, they're Chelsea. Well, let me back up, just in case you don't watch their channel. This is a mother who is a designer, and her two daughters, her daughter Chelsea and her younger daughter Belle, and they were showing the projects they were working on. So this was one of the projects that Chelsea was working on. And Chelsea is known to change the colors on pretty much every project that she works on. And she has wonderful taste. I mean, her taste in colors is the same as mine. So she had changed this, a color conversion to blues, maybe some grays, and just, I don't know, just all colors that I would like. And when I saw this, my jaw about dropped to the ground. because I had been holding on and holding on to this project. Um, and I loved it. I loved it, but I just didn't know about the colors, and I didn't trust myself to do a color conversion. And when I saw hers, I fell in love with it. And I messaged her. I hope this is okay for me to be telling, but I messaged her and asked her for her color conversions, and she gave them to me. And so, thank you, Chelsea. I don't think you watch my channel, but still, thank you. I am so appreciative to get those color conversions because this is my plan. This is not something I'm planning on having done this year, but if I come into a situation that I need a smaller project that doesn't have as much intensity and backstitching and all of that kind of thing, then this is something I can take to my recliner and have. It's just got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Um, yeah, 10 floss colors that I have to keep up with, and I can sit in my recliner and just have a lovely time stitching this. So, Chelsea, you don't know what you have done for me by giving me the color conversion. Uh, I appreciate that so much. And this will be something I'm going to be holding on to for the time that comes up that maybe I have to uh, be in my recliner and can't sit at my table and spread out all of my cross stitch. This will be perfect. Plum Street Samplers is wonderful anyhow. This will be perfect. So that's my plan for Hello Fall. And I probably won't put Hello Fall there. I'll just have all of this. So uh, that's my plan, and I'm excited about it. Now, future plans for uh, cross stitching after fall. Um, I will talk about that maybe next video because I do have some winter plans. And then, believe it or not, I am like really ready for when January comes around. I'm really ready for getting started with some of my coastal stitching and maybe, working on some snowmen. Yeah. And, which I may work on some snowmen in December too, but I have one particular project I will show when it's closer to time that my daughter Malia really wants me to work on. She really likes it. Um, and I'll keep that secret. You've seen it before. You've seen me say I would like to stitch it before, but I will keep that secret until a future floss tube. And I am hoping to prepare a giveaway soon. Maybe I might do that. I might wait and do that in December. Uh, so, yeah, but it won't be too far off. So I'm planning a future giveaway. And yes, I hope you've enjoyed your time with me. I hope you have been able to get some of your own stitching done. And I have, I was about ready to leave, but I just remembered some things I wanted to say, some more things. Um, I have been able to get some of my stitching done. I've been watching some folks and I wanted to mention some people. And I've got to have my notebook for that. So let me pause and get that. That way you don't have to see me bend over. All right. Uh, in no particular order, um, I just kind of wrote this down as I was thinking, um, and about who I have watched. And the most recent on my mind is Lara from I Stitch Birds. I watched her new video the other night and got quite a bit of progress done on my Halloween surprise. I really enjoyed her video, and if you haven't seen her Flosstubes, they're great. She has so many things to show, and she also adds in some baking that she does. On her video I watched the other night, she had a clip that she had added in. She had baked some blueberry muffins, and she was trying one out, and then I was like, oh, I was already hungry. And I was watching this, and she was talking about how good it was, and I was like, I want a bite of that muffin. Oh, the blueberries were so big and plump and so good. I wanted that so bad. So yeah, but she had a cake later that she had made. So if you love to see baking, also her channel is perfect to watch. She throws a bit of that in there, and I love it. She's actually inspired me to possibly, earlier in my Flosstube days, I used to uh, show my cross stitching, what I was working on, and talk about what I was cooking or baking that day, and show that. And several people told me they liked it, but I ended up stopping doing that. But she's almost inspired me to begin to start that again. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I might try to, maybe not every floss tube, but maybe once in a while. Maybe especially, for my end of October, since, it'll be Halloween. Kids will be having their treats. So we may have to have a baked treat. We may have to do that. Okay. So I Stitch Birds. I watched Lauren from Flossabilities. I enjoy her videos so much, and I saw her video with her mother. I love those two together. So yeah, that was just so fun to watch. Christine from Calico Whimsy, I watched her. Oh, she had such cute Mill Hill Halloween projects that she was working on, and had finished some. Just adorable. So, and I always love to watch her. I have been with her from the beginning of her channel. I love her. Love her. Uh, I just, even when she, in the early days of her doing her floss tube, those were the days that I didn't respond. I didn't hit thumbs up. Nobody knew I was around. But there were many people. I watched their channel, and I just, they were encouraging to me. and she was one of them, and I just was so excited every time uh, that I knew her video was coming up, because I think back then she would do either once a month or once like during each season, like once every 3 months. And I would be waiting, and I was like, "What's the next video? What's the next video? Can't wait to see the next video." So yeah, definitely. If you haven't seen her videos, if you're new to Flosstube, go check out Christina Calico Whimsy, uh, and she does a lot of dimension kits, mill hills, those types of projects. So definitely go check her out. I watched Saltbox Stitcher, Carol, Saltbox Stitcher. I love seeing what all she has going on. And her husband, it's just fun. I don't think I've ever seen him like in front of the camera with her, but he'll add in his comments, bring her coffee, and I think that is so fun. Uh, just so nice to watch, and so I enjoy them. Um, Chrissy at Daisy K Primitives. I love seeing her primitive stitching. She has a beautiful home, and her decorating style is gorgeous. Definitely, if you haven't seen her channel, you're new to FlossTube, check her out. Check her out. And the Carolina Stitchers. The Carolina Stitchers, mom and daughter, uh, new to me until a few weeks ago, and I just fell in love with watching them. Um, they are fun to watch and seem very sweet. Would If I lived near them, I think we could be besties. Just they're go check them out. Um, and then last night, I got a comment on my last video from Karen from the Stitching Owl. I had never heard of her channel, but I think she's quite new, and I think she was on Flosstube number 5. Um, so I went over to check her out, and I enjoyed my visit there on her channel so much. Um, so go give her some love. Go check out her channel. And yeah, I think that's all I have so far. I mean, there's so many people on FlossTube that we could uh, keep talking all night. And I'm going to try to make sure I kind of diversify, make sure I try to find newer stitchers along with those who have been on for a while, just to draw attention to their channels. But everybody have a good rest of the month with your stitching. I hope your health is well, uh, that all is well, with your home and family. And I hope to see you again at the end of October. So until then, bye and happy stitching.